Hello and welcome, I am AshySource, aka Ashy, and today I'm going to be talking about the Game Awards and all of the winners and announcements that was announced last night. If this is the type of content you would like to see, video game news, RPGs, or gaming event recaps, then you're in the right place, so like and subscribe to see more. Let's jump into it. So I'm going to be talking about the pre-show and the actual main show, basically recapping it the exact way it was announced. So the pre-show started out with Ninja Gaiden Ragebound by Koei Tecmo, and I think the company was also called Game Kitchen, and another company called Dotemu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but the game looked pretty fun. I haven't heard about anything from Ninja Gaiden in a long time, so that's interesting. Best fighting game went to Tekken 8. Then they announced a game called Moving Away. It kind of reminds me of Unpacking and stuff like that. Kind of looks VR like. And they announced it for Steam, I'm pretty sure, that you can sign up and stuff like that. Next up, they announced Slay the Spire 2, which is going to be in Early Access 2025. We also got Best VR Game Award that went to Batman Arkham Shadow, which I'm actually okay with because that game looks like an actual fun VR game. It doesn't give me such nausea, and I think I mentioned that earlier on my channel. They also announced Dave the Diver Into the Jungle, which will be coming out in late 2025. We also have Thick as Thieves coming out. They said that it will be wishlist, so we don't know exactly when it's coming out, but they did say that you can wishlist it, and it's supposed to be a multiplayer immersive game. It looked interesting from the trailer, but I'm not really into multiplayer games, so that's one thing. They also had a few awards for esports, which was Best Esport Game was League of Legends, Best Esports Athlete was Faker, and Best Esports Team was T1. We also got a new Pac-Man game coming out, and even though it's shocking to say that this is a Pac-Man game, it is from Bandai Namco, and it's called Shadow Labyrinth, and it's coming 2025. It looks nothing like Pac-Man. It is based off of the secret level thing. If you have not seen that, it is the strangest thing to have as Pac-Man, but we will move on. We have Steel Paws from Yu Suzuki, which is going to be on Netflix. I don't care for Netflix games, but it did look kind of interesting. Games for Impact, we have Neva that one. I actually voted for that because it is a very pretty game and it's interesting. Skullcraft Operations coming 2025. It looks kind of like Minecraft Doom to me for some reason, but yeah, that's coming out in 2025. We also have Midnight Murder Club, which is apparently out for a crossplay beta that's available, I'm pretty sure, right now. And also the early access is going to be in February 2025. For innovation in accessibility, Prince of Persia: The Last Crown won. From the creators of Core Keeper, we have Kiora. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but we will move on. Best family game was won by Astrobot. And the creators of Sifu is making a football game, which is soccer if you don't know. And it is a online action soccer / football game. And it is going to be called Rematch, and it's coming summer 2025. The Last Tattoo has opened up a Steam page. I'm pretty sure that they said that they're going to have early access and that it's a tactical turn-based RPG. And it looks really interesting. It reminds me of Dragon Age Origins and Baldur's Gate 3, so I might be checking that out when it comes out. Now the actual show starts, and they started with Best Performance, which was by Melina Juergens. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The actress from Hellblade 2. We also get our first look at The Witcher, and it looks incredible. I really liked the way that Ciri looked, and also the ending was just crazy that they were like, they killed her anyway. I was just like, oh my gosh, can you burn down their village as a choice and I don't get repercussions for that? I'm just wondering, as a just a choice, just wondering. We also get a look at the new Elden Ring Night Rain, which was announced for 2025. We also get an announcement for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is coming to PC on January 23rd, 2025. Black Myth Wukong won Best Action Game. There was an untitled game coming from the creator of Shadow of the Colossus and I think The Last Guardian. And then we get one of the most interesting games to me that was announced is The Outer Worlds 2. I love the original Outer Worlds. This game really showed me that we can get another New Vegas-like game and it would work totally fine. And I love The Outer Worlds. So this game coming out and saying that it's coming out next year, I know everyone's talking about, but I love The Outer Worlds and I'm so excited. And they announced that it's coming on basically every platform except the Switch, I'm pretty sure, and it is coming out on the PS5, which I love because PS5, which is my preferred place to play, it is really good for me at least because that's where I usually play Bethesda games and things like that because that was my preferred place. And now I get to play The Outer Worlds 2 also on there, and I'm so excited to play it. I love The Outer Worlds. It is one of my favorite Obsidian games next to Fallout New Vegas. I just love that game, and I'm so excited, and seeing the trailer and all the funniness that was in there, I'm just so excited. And I don't know if you're gonna play as your same character or somebody else, but I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. We also get a new game called Split Fiction, which is made by the creators of It Takes Two, and I'm pretty sure A Way Out. That game looks really interesting too. The lady actually with the blonde hair, she kind of reminds me of Elena, Nathan Drake's wife. I couldn't remember her name for a second because I was like, I keep thinking Ellie instead of Elena. So I'm interested to see. I like his games, so I'm excited to see what comes from that. Next up, we got the first ever Game Awards Game Changer, which went to Amir Savat. Hope I'm saying your name right. He was helping in effort to aid people who were laid off during all the gaming layoffs. He helped out finding them new work. We also have Steel Hunters from Wargaming, and we have Black Frost, The Long Dark 2, early access in 2026. We have Borderlands 4, which we mentioned in the Gamescom one. I'm not really interested in Borderlands at all. I tried to get into the Telltale game of it, and it wasn't that interesting to me. And I know that Borderlands 3 wasn't everyone's favorite game, so I'm interested to see what they changed for this game. Next, we move on to Tekken 8, and they show off their DLC for Clive from Final Fantasy 16. He will be coming in there in December 16th. Then we have some awards. They had most anticipated game was GTA 6 / Grand Theft Auto 6. We also have best multiplayer game, which was Helldivers 2. We have Best Community Support, which was Baldur's Gate 3, and Best Art Direction was Metaphor ReFantazio. I hope I said that right. Next, we have a new Virtual Fighter from RGG Studios. It kind of reminds me of Street Fighter 6, the way that it says Virtual Fighter and then it has the VF. It kind of reminds me of that. Then they also announced a new project from RGG Studios, which is called Project Century. I am so interested in this because at first I thought this was Yagami, and also I was so confused. I kind of thought it wasn't RGG Studios from the way it was until I seen like the lady's hair, and I was like, okay, this looks like an RGG Studio game. And then I kept watching and I was like, is this not a Yakuza inspired game? Like, it looks so much like Yakuza. And now I learned, I was like, okay, it's RGG Studios, so that's interesting. I think that this game looks interesting. It reminds me of Judgment, so I'm wondering, since we haven't got a Judgment game in a while, that instead they're moving on to Project Century, or maybe they're just taking a while to make a new Judgment game. But at least in this moment, it looks like RGG Studios is making a new game that's supposed to be a darker feel, a more gory feel. That seems like it's going to be more like Judgment, in my opinion. From that, even like the way he's smoking the cigarette kind of reminds me of Judgment. So, and then Saber and Universal announced Turok Origins, which is very interesting to me because I heard my siblings talking about this not too long ago, and then they announced this, and I was just like, what the heck? They actually wanted to bring this back? I was very surprised. So they announced that. They also announced Helldivers 2 Omens of Tyranny update. They also announced that they will have Warframe 1999 that will be out during December 13th. Power World has their next update called Fabric that will be coming out December 23rd. Best debut indie game goes to Balatro. We also got an announcement for Onimusha, which was Way of the Sword. It's coming out in 2026. We also got a new CGI looking trailer for First Berserker. March 27th, it will be coming out in 2025. We also get Arad, which is a dungeon and fighter game. We also get another look at Dying Light, which will be coming out in summer 2025. Then we get a few announcements for awards, which was Best Action Adventure Game is Astrobot. Best RPG is Metaphor ReFantazio. Content Creator of the Year was Queso. Best Sports Game / Racing Game was EA Sport FC 25. Best Sim / Strategy Game was Frostpunk 2. Best Ongoing Game went to Helldivers 2. We got Stage Fright by Ghost Town Games, who made Overcooked. It's a cute game. I think the art style is very cute, but I've never really been into the Overcooked games and stuff like that, so I'll see when the game comes out, but it's an interesting concept though. We also got Game of Thrones King Roads by Netmarble coming out in 2025. We got Double Dragon Revive confirmed to be coming out in October 2025. We have The Last of Us Remaster coming to PC on April 3rd, 2025. Best adaptation was Fallout, the TV show. We also got Den of Wolves early access and gameplay trailer. It is made by the creators of Payday. We got a Screamer trailer, which was a racing game. It will be coming out in 2026. You can wishlist it right now. We got Sonic Racing Crossworlds, which was announced, and they said it was coming soon. I'm pretty sure it's coming out on basically everything. It is interesting to me because I want a racing game where they have Kyu or Ichiban or somebody in there. Please add them in the game. You had Wreck-It Ralph in one of the games. Please add Kyu. Thank you. We also got Mafia Old Country confirmed for summer 2025. It was actually leaked before this happened, so everyone kind of knew it was happening. We also got some more awards that were announced. So Best Independent Game was Balatro. Best Best Mobile Game was also Balatro. Best Audio Design was Hellblade 2. Player's Choice was Black Myth Wukong. We also got a new game called Dispatch coming out 2025, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it looks like a TV show and it actually looks really interesting to me, so I will actually be checking this game out. Then we got Best Narrative Award that went to Metaphor Refantasia. We also got an announcement of Okami, the sequel. It was by Hideki Kamiya, so he will be the game director, and we're finally getting that. That's interesting. I'm not surprised after he left. It seemed like he was going to a new project, so I'm not surprised that it's Okami, since he was talking about that a while ago that he wanted to make a new Okami game, and he is finally getting it, so I'm interested to see how that goes. And then we got the final premiere of the night, Intergalactic The Heretic Prophet. This will be a Sony and Naughty Dog game. I'm not really interested in Naughty Dog games often because I mostly only like Uncharted. I will see how this goes. I'm sometimes into sci-fi games because I like Mass Effect and things like that, so we'll see. We also got the Game of the Year announcement, which was Astrobot. Astrobot won Game of the Year, so that was interesting for that one. I was very surprised. Actually, I thought it was going to be Metaphor, and it was not, so that is very surprising. And that is all for this video and all of the announcements. Yeah, so that was crazy and that went really fast. I wanted to go through these pretty fast, and if you're wondering why I haven't uploaded, I will be making an update video sooner or later talking about everything that's happening on my channel and what's gonna change. So that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and tell me in the comments what you guys thought about the Game Awards. Was it good? Was it bad? And what was your favorite announcement? Let's talk about that in the comments and let's have a conversation. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Understand without you.